Hi, guys, and welcome to week 7 of virtual learning for my fabulous physical science students. We are going to go over photosynthesis this week because those are some of the standards that you were missing from when our school was doing a transition. And so we've already finished everything that has to do with physical science. And so now we're going to go to the standards that we were missing for life science. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so that you know what is going on for this week. All right. All right, virtual learning week 7. And so it is from May 11th to the 16th. And we are talking about cycling of matter. And our first lesson is photosynthesis and cellular respiration. Our essential question, or what we're going to ask ourselves throughout the lesson, is how do cells get and use their energy? And we're going to solve that by the end of the lesson. The standards we're going to be going over this week is describe and investigate the process of photosynthesis, such as the roles of light, carbon dioxide, water, chlorophyll, production of food, and release of oxygen. And then we're going to describe and investigate how cellular respiration breaks down food to provide energy and releases the carbon dioxide. So we're going to be talking about photosynthesis and cellular respiration. So the objective is that by the end of this lesson, you should be able to explain how cells capture and then release the energy. Our domain vocabulary. So the vocabulary we're going to see throughout this unit is photosynthesis, cellular respiration, chlorophyll, and ATP. ATP is a type of energy that is released when the last phosphate of this molecule, so we have the ATP molecule, it's called adenosine triphosphate. And when that molecule releases the last phosphate or breaks off, it creates an explosion of energy. And that is the energy that our bodies use to power the cells and what our bodies need to do from day to day. So cellular respiration releases or creates a lot of this ATP in something called the mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell. So photosynthesis, plants use energy from sunlight, carbon dioxide, and water to make sugar or a carbohydrate. And a carbohydrate is a carbon with a hydrogen and an oxygen. All right, so cellular respiration is the process of breaking down the food to release the ATP or to produce the ATP molecule. So we break down our food, we create chemical energy, and we produce the ATP molecule, which is in turn going to give us the energy needed for the day. Chlorophyll is a pigment that captures light energy. It will be green since it reflects the green light. So when we talked about waves and light, we know that whatever color we see is that it is reflecting that color and absorbing all the other colors. So for example, I have this red heart. The reason why it's red is because it has a pigment that reflects the red color. So you are seeing the red, and it is absorbing every other color in that pigment, in that cloth. And then we went over ATP. All right, so the assignments for this week, you're going to have a discussion, which is the rate of photosynthesis in plants. You're just going to answer a simple question on that. And then you're going to watch the photosynthesis video or my instructional video number 2, and then answer the video questions that go along with that. Both assignments are on Canvas, and they will be both turned in on Canvas as either a text entry or an upload if you wish, whichever one you prefer. Remember that classworks are worth 50% of quarter 4, and quizzes and projects are worth 25%. So make sure that you are completing those classworks this week. Both of those will be graded as a classwork. You will have 3 quizzes by the end of 4th quarter, 3 quizzes, 2 projects, and the rest will be counted as classwork. So make sure you're doing your classwork. It's very important that you do so. It will help a lot. Remember again, this quarter could be the best quarter of all year if you do all your work. Okay, so what do we already know coming into this? Well, you may or may not know what photosynthesis is. You may or may not know what products of photosynthesis are or what the products of photosynthesis. So remember, we have a photosynthesis equation that we know. We've gone over, we've reviewed this previously. But that photosynthesis equation gives us the reactants on one side and the product on the other. So what comes out of that equation? Remember, for photosynthesis, we need carbon dioxide, water, and sunlight is going to activate the process. And what we get out of that is going to be the product. So what do we get out of this photosynthesis? We get oxygen and, okay, so those are the products. And then we have what is cellular respiration. So cellular respiration is that same equation, but backwards. And it's going to then give us a product of carbon dioxide and water. It's going to release carbon dioxide and water. All right. Why is photosynthesis important? It's important because, well, we need oxygen in order to survive as animals because we cannot photosynthesize ourselves and create our own sugars and create our own power. So we need plants to transfer that energy through the trophic levels, through all the different levels of the ecosystem, so that we in turn use that energy for ourselves. All right, so this is the last slide, and this is a really cool video. I hope you enjoyed last week's video. This video is really interesting, really cool. It's about photosynthesis, but I love the way that she explains it. It's really interesting and exciting the way that she explains the entire photosynthesis process. So I will upload this video onto Canvas and watch this video, then watch my #2 video, and then answer the questions. All right, hope you have a great week. Love you guys. I'll see you guys next week. Have a great week. Bye.